Good morning. Good morning. Somebody's joined me. So I'm 10 minutes late. I apologise. And it's not because I've overslept. Morning, Joe. Yeah, I haven't overslept. There is an online meditation thing this week that's supposed to go until 8 o'clock. I'll share the link actually because it was absolutely gorgeous. So I might seem a little bit sleepy. I've just been sat for 45 minutes and it was absolutely gorgeous. So I apologise. So I might be a little bit late this week because I want to do that. It's just too good not to. So anyway, welcome. We're going to start off lying on our backs. And you can choose how you come to... Oh my goodness. Hello? Am I still here? That's the power of meditation, you see. My phone's died. Let me get everything balanced. Oh, that's funny. That's not happened before. So, we're going to come and lie on our backs. So if you've just joined me, I'm sorry I'm late. So I'm going to share a link for that meditation. It's too good not to. Okay, so we come to our backs and choose whether you want your feet on the floor or maybe you want to hug the knees into your chest. And wherever you come to, choose whether you want to be still or whether you want to have a rock. But you just want to try and settle your spine into the ground and relax your shoulders, relax your head. And just take a moment just to connect. See if you can let your spine release, become heavy into the ground. And just become aware of your breath. So just feeling the inhale and the exhale. Letting your body just settle and almost arrive for your practice. And then just beginning to let go. So if your knees are in the chest, into the chest, if it feels alright, you can take the arms out wide. If your feet are on the floor, just taking the arms away from the body and start to sway the knees from left to right. Moving slowly and moving mindfully, just feeling into your body. And moving with curiosity, so just inquiring into your body and how it feels. And then when it feels appropriate, if it feels appropriate, we'll take the knees over to one side, doesn't matter where, but somewhere that you can let the legs be heavy. So that top leg, you might just want to move it away just so you can relax into your lower back and into your hips. And maybe turn your gaze in the opposite direction. See what you can soften in the tummy and in the hips, in your back. And then we'll slowly bring the knees back up through center and take it in the opposite direction. And see if you can be heavy through both shoulders. Soften in your breath. And then back through center. So we'll bring the knees into the chest if they're not there already. And bring a hand onto each knee. So we're going to keep the knees together and just draw a little circle. So just to give the back a little bit of a massage. Just taking them in one direction. And then switching it the opposite way. And then pausing in the middle, we're going to take the knees in opposite directions. Take the knees apart and bring them together. So just the focus of this little burst this morning is just about the inner thigh and the groin. It can be quite a tight area. So if you've experienced any tightness, so just reverse the circle. Any tightness, come at it with curiosity and exploration. So rather than thinking we can get quite cross when we've got tight areas, it's just seeing what movements feel okay in your body. Okay, so we'll keep the right knee in and just extend the left foot up. If this is too much in your back, then bring your right foot to the floor. But you can hug onto the shin or the back of the thigh of that bent leg. And then just rotate the ankle in both directions. Knee doesn't have to be straight here, whatever feels comfortable. And then just point and flex the foot up towards the ceiling, towards your face. Okay, and then keep the toes pulling into the face, just gently, just a little bit of a stretch. And then rotate your toes almost towards your right shoulder, so you're turning in. It's not a big movement. So the whole leg follows, the knee and the thigh bone, and then take it out to the side. So it's a rotation of the hip bone really, but the whole leg is moving from left to right. Okay, and then pause in the middle, draw the toes in, push gently through the heel, and then we'll switch. So left knee in, either hugging it in or foot to the floor, and take the right foot up and just take some ankle circles on that side. In both directions. And then point and flex that foot. And then draw the toes in towards your face, just gently to start with. And we just take that rotation of the leg. So it's almost like you're drawing a line with your toe from one shoulder to the opposite shoulder. So if that helps. So the whole leg is upright. It's just a very, very gentle rotation right into that hip socket. And then pause in the middle, draw the toes down a little bit more, push out through the heel and soften into the stretch. And then release, hug that knee in. And again, just rotate, take the knees into little circles, one way and the other. And then we'll bring ourselves up into a seat. So if you want to rock up and down, or whether you want to come onto your side and push yourself up. And if you're having a rock, just taking that a few times. It's gorgeously sunny. What a lovely day. Okay. And then we're going to make our way to hands and knees. And take the knees wide, big toes together, just sink it back towards a child pose, but we're going to keep the chest lifted and just take that a couple of times. So knees are wide, big toes together, lifting up to hands and knees, sending it towards your child pose. And easing in and out. Now you can take it like this, or you can start to bring a little bit of cat-cow into it. So inhaling, drop the belly as you come up, and exhale to round and sink it back. And scooching it forwards into your cat-cow movement. So trying to be really easy in the hips, and if this doesn't feel good, you can bring the knees a little bit closer in. So let's take this just another couple of times. Next time you sink it back, let's hold it down, allowing your chest, your forehead to melt down towards the ground for the hips to become heavy. If you need to prop yourself up on your forearms, please do. So you want to be in a state where you can relax your shoulders and relax your hips. And you can always, if you redo this video, you can bring a cushion and place it underneath the hips as well. Just if you're finding it quite tight. So just take another breath or two here. See what you can soften. And then plant your hands, lift yourself up, hands and knees, walk the knees underneath. And just extend the right leg out behind your toes into the ground. Push out through that heel. Maybe have a rock. See what it feels like. It's all about being curious with your body. Okay, and then we're going to step your right foot forward, but to the outside of your right hand. It doesn't have to be big. You can turn around, as you can see. Toes are off about 45 degrees. So we don't have to take this really deep. So I'm more interested in the front leg today. So just seeing if you can come up onto your tiptoes, or maybe you've got some props to lift yourself up on, but just rocking forwards and backwards just to start with. And then maybe just taking the hips from left to right, so giving your bum a waggle. I hope you can see me okay. I forgot to do my blind. Okay. And then just leaning the weight forwards a little bit. See how it feels to rock out onto the little toe side of that front foot. So the knee starts to come out to the side and we waken up this stretch. So you might want to stay here rocking in and out. Okay. Now depending on your hips and what feels good in your hips, here you could let that knee stay out to the side. And it's quite nice to reach your right hand over to the left, so in the opposite direction to that front leg. And it just helps to get a little bit deeper into that inner thigh. And you can always go really, depending on your body, you can take this into a big, long stretch. But we've only got these 10 minutes. We just want to go in mindfully. So see what you can soften in your right hip, your right waist. Okay, and then walk your hands back through center. If you took them out, just come onto the whole of that back foot and extend that leg out behind you and just extend it again. Just give it a stretch. And we'll sweep the toes over to the left side. Look over your left shoulder. Feel the stretch on the opposite side of that hip. And then bring it back through center. And we'll do the same with the other leg. So left foot forwards. So on the outside of your hands, just rocking it forwards and backwards. And then side to side, giving your bum a little bit of a waggle. See how that feels. And you might just want to stay with that, okay? Or option then is to start to roll out onto the little toe side of your left foot. And you might want to go from big toe to little toe. See how that feels. Or, so option, if it feels all right, stay on the little toe side of that foot. You might stay here, encouraging that knee to open. Or to reach your left fingers over in the opposite direction to that knee, and then you kind of sink back into your hips a little bit. So if you feel a stretch or a tightness, can you send your awareness into that space and just breathe into the space, whatever that means to you. See what you can soften and let go. Release the stretch and be in the shape. Just take another breath. And then bring it back through center. Place the whole of that foot onto the floor. And then step it back. Extend that leg out behind you. Push through the toes. And then cross that leg all the way over to the right side. Look over the right shoulder. And then bring it back. And we'll take the knees wide, big toes together. Sink it down into your child pose. And just come to those 3 breaths. See if your hips might feel a little bit looser, or maybe you want to wriggle your bum a little bit here. Just to ease in. And just connect back to your breath. Softening in. And then when you're ready, rolling yourself up. Stay kneeling or coming into a seat. Give the shoulders a roll. And bring your hands together in prayer. Notice how you feel now. And take something positive into your day. So we bow the head to the hands, the mind to our bodies. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a lovely sunny day. Thank you.